It's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, Jeffrey gives us a review of our pre-owned car of the week, the 2018 Ford Flex. I actually like that thing. Conrad has the car clinic. We also have the stories making automotive news headlines. It's just ahead in this edition of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world Mars, King Conrad DeLong, and we need more Jeff Zekin, which we always do. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this fine presentation of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. We thank you for being with us. I hope you got to hear the first 2 hours or the first 4 segments of this particular edition.
Yes, sir.
It depends on whether you're listening to it in podcasts or live, real time. You know, it's way too confusing.
We're everywhere.
We are, well, we're soon to be everywhere.
When the internet works.
And Don Armstrong's stupid thumbs work. This thing here.
You need one of these.
It shows that it's playing a commercial, and I haven't pressed anything. It shows that it's playing, but it doesn't show up over here. I guess I just don't get it. So I've given another duty. Is that if I don't have enough?
You said duty.
That wasn't D-O-O. That wasn't D-O-O-D-Y.
We are such children.
It was D-U-T-Y, duty. But I called it duty.
He said it again.
Duty.
Oh, gosh.
Okay,
Welcome.
Quick, before John hangs up.
I think he already did, didn't he?
No, he's still here. He's hanging with us.
there.
Joining us now is a fellow by the name of John Metric with Lone Star EV Preformance. They work with drag racing, drag boat racing, top speed events, and they also hot rod golf carts and motorcycles.
Cool.
I mean,
Wow.
that's kind of impressive, don't you think?
I think.
John, how are you, sir? It's good to see you.
Guys, how are you? Good to see you again.
Well, yes, it's great to see you. So tell me about this Lone Star EV Preformance. I want to know all about it. How long have you been in business?
Well, we started electric drag racing about in 2010, and I joined the National Electric Drag Race Association, NEDRA. You can go to NEDRA.com. And in about 1 year, I ran for an office there. We won the presidency, and I've been the president of the National Electric Drag Race Association for 10 years. Now, in that meantime, I was importing and exporting batteries, and people were calling me and say, how do you get that performance? So we designed our own battery, and long story short, I started selling parts, and I felt, I didn't want to wear the nonprofit hat of NEDRA and have my own company at the same time, going to venues and then trying to spin my hat around, and represent both. So this year, after 10 years, I retired from NEDRA, and the new guy's taken over. His name is Alan Thomas. But this year's first year, Lone Star EV Preformance has gone out on their own, and we got first booth at the PRI show, Professional Racing Industry Trade Show, and we showed our wares there. We had been going to that show for about 8 years, and I've been paying for it out of my own pocket for a long time. And then NEDRA started to pay, and I said, well, this is good. There's enough interest here. Then a lot of people were calling me saying, man, I don't have anything that fits the NEDRA classes. There's Street Outlaws, there's conversions, there's motorcycles. I've got a really quick golf cart. And I want to switch from lead batteries to lithium batteries. And I said, man, okay, well, that's kind of outlaw, though. I can't really endorse that working with, NEDRA. But I ended up selling a few. And I've got a few pictures here if you want to see them.
Well, of course we do.
Let me just see if it's going to work. Can you make that out?
Yeah.
This is my channel. My channel on YouTube, if you go to Lone Star EV Preformance, this fellow's named Reverend Terry Hatfield. He's the chaplain of NEDRA. And you'll see why he probably needed this on this day. So this is, he had like a 250 pounds of lead in here, and he took that out and put a 40 pound lithium pack in here. And he said he ran the fastest he ever ran. He wanted to do 108th mile in a golf cart. And on this day, you see,
what's this guy?
Now just watch this.
Is this the same guy?
This is the same guy, Terry Hatfield. There's his name, Terry. Watch, just watch.
Second pass.
He swapped the pack out. Now this is his new pack.
Oh my God!
Whoa.
On his head.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
It's a little bit of torque, isn't it?
Yeah, he didn't make it, did he? No.
No. Anyway, he was okay. There he is. So that's Terry. I got one more here. I'm not going to play my whole list for you, but this one is another golf cart, and he races the Outlaw. This fella name is Robbie Steen. He's been doing this for a long time, like 20 years. He's with Plum Quig Motors, and this run here, he swapped out his pack for my pack, and I just noticed he's like in a regular golf cart with golf clubs. Watch this. No gloves. That's what I mean by outlaw.
Got to lean forward.
He's breaking the tires loose at the 330.
Oh my.
Anyway.
Oh my God.
118 miles an hour.
Wow.
118 in the quarter.
In a
golf cart with a bag of golf clubs in the back
I
of
thought
it.
Netterville's was quick at 40 miles an hour.
Hold my beer. Watch this.
That guy's gone 138 now. I couldn't find the video here quick enough, but
so
let's give you a little.
So that's what you've got a Facebook page called EV Outlaws. You keep talking about outlaws, but you've actually kind of
yeah.
So tell us how your battery pack is so much faster than other people's battery packs. Unless, I imagine there's probably some proprietary information, but give us some ideas as to what makes yours so much better.
Well, the chemistry is kind of a high cobalt chemistry, but the original designs were that, how batteries have the two tabs at the top, right?
Right.
They solder them, they goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's a pouch cell. Well, my background's in metallurgy, and we used to tear these ones that failed apart, and I always saw that the failure mode was in between the two tabs. When you're pulling huge current, it would try to go the shortest distance, right, from the one tab to the other tab. So you end up with this hot spot in between the two tabs. So I rearranged things. I had to order 30,000 cells. What I did is I made the tab really wide, like a 2 inches wide, and then I moved the one tab to one end of the cell and the other tab to the other end of the cell. And then, of course, with our super high cobalt chemistry, we got cells that now perform. We call them like 250C rating. So it's pretty much a stick of dynamite. I hope I don't regret saying that.
Or put you on your lid.
You basically took the fail point and basically
redesigned
it.
Right.
So
we engineered around the failure points and then pushed the chemistry as far as it could go. And we've got some guys, motorcycles, they're in their sixth year on the pack. And I've sold to helicopter teams. I've sold to this month alone, I've talked to a guy who wants to put one in a tractor.
That's
as a
different.
sneak, like tractor pulling.
Oh, okay.
Like flip a switch and have 1,000 extra foot-pounds of torque at the end.
Oh, so he's looking to hide it in a
snowmobile
tractor.
guy from. We've talked to snowmobile racer, drag racer, a sandrail dragster, and a drag boat. The two.
Yeah,
actually, I'm working with three.
About the drag boats.
Three.
How does that work out in the water?
Well, we haven't actually run yet, but everybody's calling me because nobody can get the performance they need to break the record. So somebody a while back, I'm going to say over 10 years ago, set the record at like 104 miles an hour, and it's a little skiff of a thing. Like you lay on the boat, and DC motors, and
skip like a rock.
Yeah.
And no one's been able to beat that yet. It's just a matter of money, though. The technology's there, so we're just waiting for somebody to get up enough, $30,000-$40,000 and put it into a boat, and we think we can do about 200 on the water.
Maybe get Buzz to get with them.
Exactly.
We're also working on a line of motors, 2,000 horsepower and above.
2,000 horsepower.
Yes, sir.
So the
Ford crate motors are those cores are like around 400 horsepower. If you need to make more horsepower, you have to add like 2 and then 4, and then you have to gear them together. And so the Ford solution is a little bit complicated. You got 4 controllers and 4 motors, and they're all on a gearbox, and then he's got to have a transmission. And
does this stuff weigh a ton? Does all this equipment, does it weigh a ton?
Absolutely. In fact, not to badmouth Ford, but they created a car that's very nice. It's a couple $1 million unit, but it weighs, I think last report was 5,500 pounds.
Yikes.
And I can't imagine what the suspension's saying when it raises the wheels up. When it raises the wheels up and comes back down, I'm just...
Yeah, as the whole front suspension collapses when it hits the ground again. Yeah, exactly. So are you doing this now for a living?
Yeah, I still consult in the metallurgy business, but I'm right now, this morning, we're working on 3 battery packs and, of course, my car. I'm working on a Ford GT40. We're going to race at the Texas Mile. We're shooting for 300 miles an hour.
And this is an electric conversion?
It's electric kit car. Yeah, I couldn't chop up a real Ford GT.
No,
$250 million car, yeah.
Yeah, and this is your car. This is your car you're working on.
Yeah,
so,
you can see that on YouTube as well. It's Event Horizon. I've got about 6 Facebook pages out there. We got EV Outlaws, electric boat racing. Of course, the Lone Star EV racing team, and then we have Lone Star EV Preformance, the storefront, if you will.
I've got a favor to ask of you. Do you happen to know Buzz Smith?
I do not know Buzz Smith.
Okay, well, I'm going to introduce you to Buzz Smith, and I want you to get him in one of those cars of yours, and I want you to scare the poo-poo out of him. But would you do that for me?
Buzz is a gentleman that we talk to with some regularity who promotes full pure EV cars in the automotive industry here in Texas.
And he's probably watching right now, so if you want to hide your face, it's too late. But I'm thinking, maybe you could goad him into some sort of a deal where you come on with me, I got something to show you, and get him up to 200 miles an hour.
See what a real EV
and make sure that you put one of those cameras that you can see his face as you take the quarter mile in less than 5 seconds.
Quarter mile range anxiety.
Yeah. Would you do that for me?
Right. I will. I do think, though, that you need to prep yourself, because first time I went down the track, I had tunnel vision so bad I had to get off the accelerator. And when I got down to the end, I'm like, what was that? I thought they left the flags on the track. They were so narrow. And then when I got down there, they were 60 feet wide. I go, what was that?
I think that's what Antron Brown was trying to explain to us in his Top Fuel dragster.
Exactly.
At 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's like staring down a straw.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, how fun. So any of our viewers or listeners that are interested in EV performance,
I have them on our Facebook page right now.
Yeah, we're going to send them to you, John.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
I got a golf cart that's going to need a new motor in a year or so. I'm thinking
you can't afford what he's got to offer. Be my guess.
And then do a golf cart review.
I don't need
a new motor, and a new battery pack. Be doing 60 miles an hour down the sand.
Then you take it to Easy Go and go down there. Yeah. They'll fix you up.
Take the 400 pounds of lead out and put in 100 pounds of lithium, and your car weighs 300 pounds less. It's literally like you just got instant performance advantage.
So are you building these batteries on a custom order basis, or do you have somebody that you've said, I want you to build a whole mess of these things when I place an order with you?
a mix. I sell the Jake's Junior dragsters. So you've seen those electric
Yep,
dragsters
yep.
from Jake. We build all those, so I keep inventory of those. And one we're building right now is for a customer called up and wanted one of those. And then the other ones are all custom, pay up front, you know.
I like it. Yeah. Listen,
2,000 horsepower.
when you're ready for some car guys to come and help you out, just let us know. We'll be there.
All right.
So
Come on down to Houston.
are you planning on going to the Texas Mile in March or October with the GT?
I can't make March. October's maybe. We ran into a little bit of problem. Like the controller parts are so like 50-week lead times on some of these things. So
it's still in a boat off the West Coast somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. So we're trying to engineer around some of these CAN bus chips that you can't find anymore. They're like hen's teeth. So we're kind of going around that chip that's rare right now.
And
Well, we wish you luck.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Working your way through it.
Yeah, because
Thanks, guys.
what he's got going on, that's where all the demand is, especially because now he's competing with the auto industry of the entire globe.
For chips.
Yeah,
Right.
chips and controllers.
And the Elons of the world.
Right.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm surprised that those guys haven't called you and said, come work with us.
Yeah. Come on.
Come on, yeah, exactly. Because the way I see it going is that, you know, right now it's electric vehicles for the masses. But what I see in the future is, you know, somebody like us is going to want to hot rod it. Well, how do we hot rod it? That's called Johnny.
Lone Star EV Preformance.
Yeah.
Well, Buzz says they go in rallies.
The topic is Outlaws. I just wanted to plug the Street Outlaws guys, Farm Truck and Asian. This weekend on Street Outlaws, you may see an electric drag truck built by the Street Outlaws, and that will break, I think, wide open, and people will be calling saying, where did you get the battery? How did you do it? Just check out Street Outlaws this weekend, and you may see electric truck. I'm sworn to secrecy, but
We won't tell anybody.
Well, we're all fans of Farm Truck and Asian. Poor
Yeah,
Asian
yeah.
puts his
They're
life in jeopardy when Farm Truck straps him into something.
oh my God, that air compressor thing. Holy
That nitrous chair.
Yeah, the nitrous chair.
Well, John, it's great to talk to you. Best of
Okay,
luck
guys,
in your
thank you.
business, and keep us posted with anything new and exciting you got coming down the pike, okay?
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much, and everybody watch In Wheel Time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
John
How
Metric,
fun.
Lone Star EV Performance. Yeah, no kidding. It's out of my class. I'm really dumb when it comes to stuff like that.
Well, and to think of, you know, he's advancing the technology not by bringing something new, it's by correcting something that's going wrong. You know, when he
It's not
talked
necessarily
about
going wrong.
Yeah,
it's just a
exactly.
different way of doing
Right.
it. Yeah.
Thinking
and
outside the
creating-
box.
and creating that much more power and being able to put so much more power through that junction he's talking
Dude,
about.
that's crazy.
And hey, you know, you strip weight out of one of them, you know, it makes it better performing.
I like it. Okay. I got to figure out where we are here.
Racing calendar or review?
Well,
But
you
we're
know,
still early.
or
We're
both.
early.
Guess what? I don't have it here.
We're early.
It's the pre-owned car of the week. See, I had it crossed off of this sheet.
Well, I don't.
See, he crossed you off, Jeff.
I'm out of here.
Wrote
We don't
you
need
off
more John.
already.
I'm
Yeah,
gone.
it's been nice knowing you. No, that was from a week ago, but at any rate, let's do
Bernie.
Bernie Sanders. Sure, come on, let's go this way.
Give me $1.
So
me
let's
your money.
let's do the racing calendar, shall
There
we?
you go.
All right, so tomorrow, starting at like 12:30, going on to like 10 o'clock tomorrow night, is going to be the Clash at the LA Coliseum for NASCAR. It's going to be like this 8-hour event.
It's a quarter-mile racing surface
Asphalt track.
that they've stuck into the LA Coliseum. And if you've ever been or seen the LA Coliseum, which you have, I'm sure,
Where they play football?
where they
Yeah.
play
Where
football.
they play football.
USC.
They put a track inside there. They didn't take out any seats. Oh no, none of that. It's just
Put a
what
track inside.
Uh-huh.
And they say it's sold out. They say the Coliseum will hold somewhere in the certain configurations in the 100,000 people, but they say they have this one cut down to about 70,000.
Well, you realize that the Coliseum doesn't have decks, different seating levels. It's all
just a
one.
bowl.
Just
It's a bowl.
bowls. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want everybody to wear a mask out there, so don't
Yeah,
talk.
Well, you're gonna have to. Yeah, you're gonna have to have a vaccine card to get in. I'm sure.
Well, whatever.
Or to get
Okay,
out.
what else?
Yeah.
And then the February 17th is the duels at Daytona. The 20th of February is the Daytona 500. NHRA Nationals in Pomona start February 17th through the 20th as well. And then Formula One doesn't happen until March. 24 hours at Daytona was actually pretty good racing.
Yeah, I enjoyed
Watching
it.
headlights go around.
The end of the race, those two Porsche GTD cars was awesome.
Yeah.
Pushing and shoving until eventually one of them kind of bounced through the dirt. The
Beating
other-
and banging.
Yeah. It was very, very good racing. IndyCar starts February 27th at St. Petersburg, and then they come back. They're here March 20th in Texas, and that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Perfecto.
Thank you, sir. All right. We have, every segment of our program, which there are 6, but I guess it would be 3 of these 6 segments, we have a car review. And it would be 2 of them, new car reviews. Mike does one, I do one. And then Jeff gets the
Cleanup.
the cleanup.
Aisle 4.
The distinguished moment of the hour. And he gets the pre-owned car of the week. And we let him choose which pre-owned car of the week. And he gives you the current value of the pre-owned car of the week. And usually it's 3 or 4 years old. Something that we could go out and buy if you could find it.
And we all know that Jeff is not just a Cadillac fan, but he's a wagon fan.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Very
right.
much of a wagon fan.
Wagon fan, yeah.
Okay, so what do you got?
This turn all your Dakota rings to stun. This is a 2018 Ford Fusion.
No,
They're-
Ford Flex.
Flex. Yeah, I said Fusion because I had Fusion on here.
That's confusion is what you've got on there.
Exactly. See that?
So it wasn't me this time.
Not this time.
Well, we'll
But
blame
there
you
are
anyhow.
available trim
Show's
levels.
not over with, though.
No, we're going to continue.
Give it time.
The trim levels are the SE front-wheel drive, the SEL front-wheel drive, SEL all-wheel drive, and the limited front-wheel drive. Right now we're going to check out the SE front-wheel drive. It is a mid-size SUV. It is a 7-passenger vehicle. The 2018, 2019, kind of the same vehicle, Ford Flex, finishes near the bottom of the midsize SUV rankings. While the Flex does some things well, most class rivals the Superior in terms of performance and interior quality. The Ford Flex ranked 15th in the midsize SUV category,
Of 15.
15th in the SUV with 3 rows, and 33rd in the crossover SUV category.
Ow! So I'll bet you could pick one up for a bargain.
Yeah, and I'm being kind. The exterior features of the 2018-19 Flex is part of a generation that began with the 2009 model. Since 2016, there have been very few major changes to the vehicle. If you stick with a used model from 16 to 18, you'll get the car that's nearly identical to the new model and potentially thousands of dollars cheaper. If you're interested in a used model, be sure to check out the 2016, 2017, and 2018.
Well, you're talking about the 18 now.
Right, but
Okay.
I'm giving you the,
Yeah.
the wide variety because nothing
there's no
changed.
difference between them.
Exactly. Thank you, Conrad. The
Boy,
Ford-
is that dated.
The Ford Flex seats 7 people. The first 2 row seats provide plenty of passenger space, but the seats themselves could use more support. The third row seats are big enough for adults, but people they feel cramped and they don't want to sit in the back for a while. They get out and they don't want to sit there anymore. The Flex has 287 horsepower V6 engine, fits the bill most of the time, but doesn't move the vehicle as easily with a lot of people or cargo in the vehicle or on board. The 365 horsepower twin-turbo V6, also known as the EcoBoost, feels much stronger and delivers better acceleration than people find in the midsize vehicles. So the bigger the motor, the better you're going to have it. Almost every competitor gets better gas mileage than the Flex. The Ford earned 16 miles per gallon and 23 16 miles per gallon in the city, 23 on the highway. with the base engine. Ratings drop slightly with the turbocharged engine.
So
but
you're
we all know
making
that.
fun of me earlier about using the word duty. This
Duty.
is duty
This is
with
duty.
a D-O-O-D-Y.
Yeah, it's kind of implied. Almost every competitor gets better gas mileage than the Flex. Oh, we already did that. Compared to the rivals like the Highlander and the Pilot, you'll spend at least $300 more per year on the Flex gas. But with today's economy and the price of gas, it's probably like $9,000. The Flex is not a great option for most buyers. Listen up, Mike. There are some reasons to like the Ford SUV, but it doesn't provide anything that you can find in the higher ranked vehicles or classes in its field. On the top, it starts the price for the class. It's not like any of the Flex represents some of the great deals. Unless you dig really deep into the exterior styling, you should pass over this Ford.
Did you read this before you actually
did
it?
I had some notes in there, and I was trying to do it. Look at the Toyota Highlander and the Honda Pilot. They're probably going to be better vehicles for you.
So you didn't like this one. To me, and that's why
no. We're not done. But go ahead.
Well,
No. Let him finish.
Okay. The Flex carries a base price of a little over $30,000.
When it was new.
When it was new, but you can still get them for around $30,000 because there's a few available, and if in a good condition, you can.
Why
still
would you
get one.
want some piece of crap like that? We've got $30,000 to spend. I'm not going to buy that.
The two higher Flex trims, the Flex SEL starts at about $33,000. You can get it for about $33,000 now, and up to about $36,000 to $38,000.
A new one.
The 2018, yes.
Oh my God, they're expensive.
The
Well, used cars are
2019 Ford Flex doesn't have the all-around quality that most class rivals, because we're talking about another year that they all look the same. So it's an okay SUV, but there are many better options of the class. Personally, I like the vehicle.
Yeah.
It's just that a lot of people don't, and the reviews state that, hey, there's better things out there, people.
Well, the last time I drove one, which has been several years ago, and it may have been 2018, 2019 for that matter, but I did like it.
Did you go to Portland? Did you go to Portland with me when I went out there to drive that thing?
No. I have one here.
Oh my God!
Of the
I
fleet.
like
It
this.
was okay, but it wasn't all that.
That's why I start this off as the Flex. To me, I don't see that as an SUV. I see that
It's a wagon.
as a town and country wagon.
That's right.
Yeah.
And there aren't many of those available on market.
It's kind of like the family truckster.
Exactly. And for that, it fits the bill.
And I think so. And I had
But
some,
Chevy Chase isn't going to buy another one.
yeah.
But all in all, I like the vehicle. It does have there's a lot of downsides to it, but you can get.
I had a-
I'm not
And
spending
what-
$30,000 on a used car like that.
One last thing, I want to say hi to Leslie out there.
Hi, Leslie.
Hi, Leslie.
Hi, Leslie.
I will say that one of my neighbors, when I had that one, thought that it made a wonderful looking hearse.
Oh
It
God!
was black.
Uh-huh.
It was pretty cool.
All right. Well, there's that. All right. The In Wheel Time Car Show streams on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and InWheelTime.com. Podcasts are everywhere and available from your favorite podcast channel. So, the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will continue after these brief messages. Stay tuned.
Houston, we have a date. Saturday, March 19th, 2022. It's the premiere of the all-new Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In, and you are invited. Tailpipes and Tacos kicks off a new seasonal format, and first up is the Spring Cruise-In at the Lupi Tortilla in Katy, 8 to 11 a.m. Saturday, March 19th. Tailpipes and Tacos will award trophies for Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, and Best Modern Classic, so make plans now. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's coolest cruise-in, and this one brings it all together for Spring 2022. You'll enjoy seeing the best hot rods, show cars, classics, and resto mods, along with Lupi Tortilla breakfast tacos and adult beverages. There's no fee, and you can automatically compete for custom Lupi trophies. It all happens at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. Get your ride ready for the all-new Spring Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, March 19th. Spectators are welcome. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there, too. Let's celebrate the arrival of spring and the return of Tailpipes and Tacos, March 19th. We'll see you then, weather permitting. Is your business or company looking to stand out in a crowded advertising market? Looking to reach the real auto enthusiast? Well, you found it. You're listening or watching In Wheel Time, and so are your fellow enthusiasts. The In Wheel Time Car Show now reaches 500,000, and we can put together a marketing plan that will engage them in your product, business, or service. To get the tires rolling, just shoot us an email to our marketing director, Jeff Zekin. His address is jeff@inwheeltime.com. If you're in charge of your company's small, medium, or large business anywhere in the U.S., let the On Hold Company help you retain customers and promote your business on your telephone system. Promote special sales or company info when placed on hold. The On Hold Company provides custom on-hold messages with professional male or female voices, licensed background music with no long-term contract, no monthly recurring bill, and updates your messages as needed. Call the On Hold Company at 713-223-HOLD or go to onhold.net.